Hello, people of the internet. Yesterday, Pavel messaged me that results for this build were removed from the backend storage, but they weren't properly uploaded to Pulp, which means we probably lost the results. Fortunately, this is our project, so it's no biggie. We are beta testing this, so we can just rebuild and all is fine. But before this gets to users, we definitely need to fix this issue. I have maybe half an hour today, so let's see if we can fix it in that time, or maybe find what's wrong at least. Alright, so we have this build. I can close everything that I had from yesterday. Let's refresh this. Okay, so if we jump to the results on backend, check this out. No source RPM, no RPM. Therefore, they were removed. There is success, so they were built successfully, but they were removed because they were uploaded. At least Copper thinks so. Now, if we jump to the Pulp results for this project, the directory structure is a bit different, but we can go to Fedora 42 here and two packages here. And since the package was Copper backend, it starts with C. Now there is all packages from all builds in this directory. Therefore, we need to filter by maybe this and nothing. Okay, if we take a look at this is backend, to the backend log, and if we search for upload, check this out, uploaded to Pulp, source RPM, uploaded to Pulp, RPM, and so on. I'm not sure if this was the string that I copy pasted from the website. Yeah, check this out, nothing, still nothing. So definitely the results aren't here. And Copper thinks they are, because successfully uploaded, successfully modified, successfully created, and so on, no errors, right? So I have no idea what this could mean. We can take a look at Copper. And here in Copper, we have some script to query results in Pulp, right? We wrote it on stream. So we have something like run / Copper query or Pulp query, right? We have this. I cannot run this from my machine because that would probably use my local instance, but we can definitely run this from the backend dev. Okay, some stuff doesn't matter. We are on the dev, so run. Okay, this is probably installed into path, right? So we can probably just run this command. No such file. Yeah, sure, because the root user doesn't have the tokens, but the Copper user has, and we can query by build ID. And this is our build ID. Nothing. Is the leading 0 a problem? It is not, which means it's probably lost. We have href, we have chroot, and we have project. I think we should try href, because maybe we have the href here. Href. I don't know what this is actually, but we can try. We can try href. Forbidden. Well, isn't this interesting? Oh, sure. Who is a dum-dum? Me, I'm a dum-dum. This is, of course, a production instance, and we are playing with staging instance, so of course we will query nothing. So same as is here, so copper, and we will try to run that command. And it returns something nice. Generating completed looks successful. We will also try to query the build ID, because that could be very helpful here. Okay. We are getting timeouts from trying to query. Now, is this a problem that could affect the issue we are seeing? I think not, actually. We have another href here. Hopefully this is an href. So I guess we can query this too. Latest href. Version href. I mean, I don't see any errors here. Create content. We see some content here, and we can try to query this too. Oh, we cannot. We don't have the hrefs here. But what can we do with the timeouts? Because I would really like to query that. What's our code for the query script? Copper query pulp. And if we query build, Okay, maybe we are trying to query too many stuff. Get content, race for status. Okay, maybe we are trying to query too many stuff. RPM, grep, copper pulp query. And we can edit this. And we can query just this, maybe. I'm not sure if we need the labels. We maybe need the labels. Query build. Ooh, okay. Okay. Which means we definitely query. We definitely pushed something to Pulp, uploaded to Pulp. I need to create a note here so I can send it to Pavel. Bug Pulp, missing results in Pulp, and we will add a code block and put this inside of the code block. Okay, good. Now this means we can query by href, right? That's beautiful about this. So we can take this href, put it here, and check this out. It's a package. And what's the version? 2.10. What's the release then? Release. This one. Is this the string we wanted to query? 34.8f. And that's the one. Okay, cool. Cool. The good news is we didn't lose any data, right? We only didn't generate the repository properly to contain this data. Now, is it possible that we have something in the repository that is a higher version and therefore this didn't appear? I don't think so. Because this is important. Okay. Quick, I'm very sorry. Quick message here. Okay, good. We can continue. Now, if this was the higher version problem, the package would need to appear here, right? I think it would appear here. It would just not be available in the repository, maybe, but in the repo data, I mean, in this repo data, but I think it would appear here, which means I think we just failed to generate the repository. Now, I guess we should be able to... Is this the latest build in the project? A day ago, and the number is this one. 348F. I think that's the one, right? That must be the one. Okay, so maybe if we query just everything for the project, we have that. Good. Now I'm not sure what exactly will this query, but we can try. Specify chroot. Okay, this sucks. This probably won't be what we need, but we'll manage. Okay. Oh, maybe it... No. Chroot is not a problem. Chroot is not a problem because projects in Pulp are basically this/this. So whenever we need to work, whenever we want to work with some project, we need the chroot. So I think that's fine. And check this out. We see tasks. This is task, right? This must be a task. No. This is not a task. This is the repo information. And it was last updated 31, and this is 31. Okay. And 1628, that could be this build. However, I don't know if we can trust the hour, because Pulp can have a different time zone than our server, and there could be for example, a 2-hour difference or something. And yeah, I don't trust the number, the hour number, but at least it's from yesterday. I mean from 31st. What's this? This is last updated 16th of... I don't know what month this is. Which doesn't matter. It's a different one than this one. And the previous one. This is distribution. Right. This is distribution. And could that be a problem? I think it could, right? Do we have names here? Name. Yeah, okay, so not a devel, I mean manual create repo distributions or repositories. This is standard ones. I think the problem must be that the distribution isn't updated, actually. No? Do you think something else? In the logs, do we see anything related distri? No. Anything related to distribution? Now let's take a look at what do you see here? Okay, I will work on the left one. Let's take a look at storage, probably. In copper, of course, storage. And there will be something like publish. Publish repository on Pulp storage. Oh, right. This is called automatically. Publishing occurs after each repository version is created. So wherever we create repository version, this creates repository version. We return create repository version here. Oh, this is fork. That doesn't concern us now. And that's it. Okay. So where is this called from? From actions, right? That doesn't concern us either, I think, because this will be, yeah, this is rawhide to release. So LSP doesn't work correctly here, but if we grab this, copper git grab this one, we call it from background worker build, this one and this one. Now upload results to storage. Exactly. Create repository version. Create repository version. And that's it. We don't create distribution here. However, distribution just pointing to the latest repository. In that case, we would probably don't need to update the distribution, right? So this is our distribution. And base URL, sure. Publication. Why is this pointing to a publication and not a repository? Repository is none. All right, I think we are slowly getting to the problem. If we query href this, we get our publication, and this publication is old as shit. Okay. So the problem is known now. I think we understand the problem. The fix for this would be pointing in this distribution, to repository and not publication. But I don't understand how it get pointing to the publication in the first place. Because we were working with publications before, but for a long time now, I think we are just working with the pointing to the repositories. So this is weird. I think, oh, not here. Is okay, nothing secret. If we jump back to the copper and publication now, okay, we can create publications, sure, and storage. Okay, so basically only two files can be interesting to us, pulp.py and storage.py. Let's try searching publication in these files. When forking, we create publication. Here we are in init project. Okay, so publication here. Manual create repo, publication, sure. And create, yes. Now this is fork. Okay, so it seems only init and only fork, so very likely the issue will be in init. But I want to quickly take a look at pulp.py and look for publication here. So we are creating publication here. Successfully created publication. Right. Update distribution. Okay, update distribution. And this is where could be a problem too. Create publication. So basically, we have this. Where is it? Where is it? Update distribution. Yeah, this one. We have update distribution function, which takes distribution, of course, and then publication or a repository. It doesn't allow to set both, but it sets one of those. So basically, if we call this a function with publication anywhere, that could be a problem too. Git grab this one. Okay, so in storage, we call it publication here, and don't know what this is. 3, 5, 3. 3, 5, 3. Distribution repository href. So this is correct. Okay, so this couldn't be the problem. This could be, and this could be. 387. 387. This is a publication. And this is in what function? This is in it. This is still in it, I think. Yeah, this is still in it. So this could be the problem. And 345 is publication 2. And this is in it as well. So we could have a problem in the init function. So let's try to understand this. And this is quite complicated. So if a project enabled the manual create repo, we need to create devel distribution consumed by other builds within this project. So if self-devel, then we are creating a publication. Yeah, we get a publication. So this is the public distribution, and we update the public distribution with publication. What is this publication? Get publication. Okay, so we get the latest publication for the repository, and then we update the distribution. But I doubt this is what's happening, because this is self-devel. We haven't seen any devel repos there. I think we can go here, and up one more time. So do we have devel here? I mean, here is rawhide devel. Why is rawhide devel here? Don't tell me that manual create repo is enabled in this project. Manually. No, it's disabled. Can this be per chroot? I don't think so. But we can take a look, for example, Apple 10. No, manual create repo isn't here. So I doubt this is the case. Let's find another update distribution. This is the 353 that we talked about. We want to disable manual create repo feature on project. And here we call this, oh no, 353 was the, 387 was the one that we were interested in. 387. Now, in manual create, oh shit. I think we found the problem. I think we found the problem, guys. So check this out. Manual create repo event, right? So I can trigger this event if I go to, it's slow. If I go to the project overview and click this button, the manual create repo feature doesn't have to be enabled in this case. It doesn't matter. I can click the button and it will generate the action either way to regenerate the repositories, and that's this manual create repo event. So this very likely was triggered. I cannot confirm right now, but I could query the database and see, but that's beside the point right now. We can make sure later, but let's read the code first. So this could have happened. If this happened, then what? Then we get publication for repository. Okay, whatever that means. And we get the href for the publication. And we say pointing to the same publication as is. Okay, so this is logline. And public distribution. So we get the public distribution, that was the one we saw in the command line when querying, and we update the distribution and say that publication is this one. Why would we do that? Then we, that's it. Create publication. Okay. So what was the command here? The regenerate button was clicked for manual create repo project, right? We guessed correctly. We want to copy packages from the devel repo to the public repo, right? If we have devel project. Or more precisely, point the distribution, the public distribution, to the same publication as the devel distribution points to. Note regarding implementation. It is weird to do this here. Pointing to the fact, abstraction, blah, blah, blah. This is unrelated. Okay. However, this is elif. So what are the previous questions? So if self-devel, which means manual create repo, is enabled, then this happens. So if manual create repo is disabled, which is our case, we get here, which also doesn't trigger because we specifically sent the manual create repo event. So we really get here. Maybe we can do this. I don't know if I will leak some data or not, but we will try. If we go to get var, or maybe rg this in var log copper backend everything.log, but I guess it will be already rotated. Yeah, we would need to. Can we rg in everything? Will this work also for compressed files? I'm not sure. But that's not necessary. I kind of think it's what's happening. I could probably do a reproducer on in my local Pulp instance, Docker and Pulp instances, if I needed to reproduce this. Now, we could probably do some command to fix that project, but I probably don't want to fix it yet because it affects only us, and Pavel already workarounded it so it doesn't block him. So I would like to probably write some proper reports and so on before like correcting this particular project. I guess workaround could be, check this out, workaround probably could be also enabling the manual create repo and then disabling it, because we want to disable the manual create repo. So if this happens, we set the repository href, right? So I think actually yeah, this part needs to happen only if previously the manual create repo was disabled and now it is enabled. Oh, it was disabled, but we clicked the button. Yeah. Okay, so here is bug. This condition needs to be fixed. That's it. And I'm not sure how to narrow the project. I think maybe triggering, maybe toggling the create repo option, or we will write a script that will update. Basically, we need to open a terminal, import Pulp client, and update distribution and point it to the repository. That's it. So nothing complicated. All right, I said I have only half an hour, so that's all we will do today. But I'm quite happy we managed to find the problem. That's really good. I was afraid it's broken and very broken, and the data is lost and everything. And this looks kind of okay. Small hiccup, but nothing too bad. So I'm very much happy about that. All right. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.